It's the guts and it's the glory, 100 stripes, 100 stories. It's the Pledge of Allegiance on the 4th of July. It's them handwritten letters from home. It's them sleepless nights alone. It's his newborn baby he left with his wife. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Hey. From the fields of Indiana to the swamps of Louisiana, to the golden coast of California, Uncle Sam's the only family he's got. His purple heartbeat won't stop, and his 18th birthday was the day he was born. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, lay down his life. Mr. Red, White, and Blue, for these stars and stripes. Marching line, hey, hey.
We used to chase that Chattanooga freight, couple of kids in a Chevrolet, catch a little air when we cross the tracks, sipping on something from a paper stack. You hang your shirt on that maple limb, slipping through the moon to the river bend. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then, chasing you like a shot of whiskey. Burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye tail lights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town. Chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review. Till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you. You always used to talk about LA, I heard you got as far as Santa Fe. Well, you know I tried to track you down, I only got as far as Guitar Town, singing about a girl I used to know, well, you should know that I Haven't given up, I'm just
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV for what is continuing on with your Dirty Old Bastards 10 straight nights of racing here tonight. Tonight, it is night number 1 of the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call as we get ready to go qualifying here from I-55. Waiting for the first cars to come out onto the racetrack to go qualifying. A field of 20 midgets on hand for tonight. And of course then, once the midgets are done, we'll take a quick break. We'll have the 410 wing sprint cars to wrap up what will be night number 1 here of the Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55. And again, midgets on the racetrack first. So again, we wait for those cars to make their way onto the racetrack. Single car qualifying. Each driver will get 2 laps, and then, of course, we will take the inversion of 4, just the 2 heat races. So the inversion number is going to be 8 for the moment. Of course, things a little different as well when it comes to once the heat races are done, then we'll move into a warm-up session. And the driver, the pole sitter, will pick a number. And then that will be the inversion for the main event. Here we go. First car onto the racetrack. Driving car number 173. That is Nicholas McGeethy. Nicholas McGeethy, first car on the racetrack. And again, he will be the first car to lay down a lap time. And first time is going to be a 13.224. A 1.3224. And that will wrap up his qualifying runners. Matthew Westfall waiting in the wings in car number 54. And as soon as these drivers hit the racetrack, they've got to basically get on the gas right away. So just the 2 groups of qualifying here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. So Matt Westfall in car 54. First lap time is quick time with a 13.052. A 1.3052. Second lap for Matthew Westfall. Checkered flag flies. He jumps into the 12s. It's a 12.962. A 12.962 for Matthew Westfall. On the racetrack right now, driving car number 47, it is Chance Siskowski. Siskowski in car number 47. First lap time, quick time with a 12.408. A 1.2408. The man to beat so far after the first 3 cars. Little slower there with a 12.665 for Chance Siskowski. A 1.2665, but a 12.408. Here's the quickest qualifier so far, and out rolls the Wegge and Casey's Wegge's Law Firm Ironman 55. It's the 73 car of Larry Moody. He jumps to position number 2 at 12.952 and 1.2952. Second lap time for Moody is going to improve on the time, not the position. It's a 12.812, a 12.812. And out rolls the 24 car of Preston Cottrell. Make that the 84 car. Preston Cottrell in car number 84. Again, if you've been with us the last 3 nights, you'll know that we've just wrapped up. We just wrapped up the 360 Knoxville Nationals last night in a race that went green to checker. As Preston Cottrell goes 13.266, a 1.3266. Cottrell, a 13.199, a 13.199 for Preston Cottrell, goes 4th quick. And out rolls at iRacing.com, car number 9 of Cody Terry. Cody Terry in car number 9. First lap time coming through for Cody Terry. It's going to be 4th quick with a 13.046. A 1.3046 on lap number 1 for Cody Terry. Second lap time for Terry going to be a little slower, 13.063. A 13.063. And out rolls the man behind the Tim Sims Dirt Track iRacing Simulators. It is Tim Nichols. Tim Nichols in car number 310. So wait for Nichols to do down or throw down his first lap time, 13.364, a 1.3364 on lap number 1. Lap 2 is going to be a little quicker there as he smacks towards a 13.208. He goes 6th quick. And that rolls the over-the-wall photography, Jessup Logistics, elbows up. Car number 25 of Richie Preston. Richie Preston in car number 25. Lap number 1, 3rd quick for Richie Preston with a 12.877, a 1.2877. Onto the racetrack right now behind Richie Preston. As Preston a little slower there on the second lap. Driving car number 85, that is Tyler Schell. Tyler Schell in car number 85. Lap number 1 about to be completed for the driver of Tyler Schell. Second quick with a 12.679, a 1.2679 on lap number 1. So Siskowski, one of the first cars to go out, and he went quick time with a 12.408. He is still the man to beat, and out rolls the 518 machine, the Mobile 1 entry of Joseph Grandy. Joseph Grandy down the back straight away, trying to best the time of a 12.408. It's just under 3/4, a 3/10 of a second quicker than anybody else. Joseph Grandy goes 3rd quick with a 12.781, a 1.2781. Second lap for Joseph Grandy, a little quicker, 12.746, a 1.2746. And out rolls the man that had a podium finish, a 3rd place finish in last night's 360 Knoxville Nationals. Presented by Tim Sims and Natural Carbon Company. It is a Black Diamond Motorsports Tim Sims Jr. 19 Designs Ultimate Dirt TV car of Trevor Royer. And he goes 2nd quick with a 12.559, a 1.2559. Slower on the second lap as Darren Detweiler in the Methanol Mafia Productions, car number 3D, Darren Detweiler. First lap time coming through for Detweiler, jumps inside the top 5, make that top 3. He goes 3rd quick with a 12.671, a 12.671, bumping Matthew Westfall now down to the inversion. Again, the inversion is number 8. Second lap time is 2nd quick with a 12.519 for Darren Detweiler. 12.519. Tyler Isley in car number 17, driving the TRD FVP entry. First lap time is going to be inside the 12-second bracket, 12.986, 12.986. 9th quick outside the inversion. Can he better the second lap? He will not. It's a 13.009, a 13.009. Well, he might be driving the iRacing.com paint, but he is from the Black Diamond Motorsports camp. Finished 21st or 20th in last night's 360 Knoxville Nationals main event at the Knoxville Raceway. Driving car number 91, it is Ernie Williams Jr. Ernie Williams Jr. lap number 1 is 4th quick with a 12.641. A 1.2.641 for Ernie Williams Jr. Second lap time for Ernie Williams Jr. Slower there with a 12.871. As out rolls Randy Shreves in car number 56. Randy Shreves in car number 56. First lap, stopping the timesheets at a 12.749, a 1.2.749. That is 7th quick for Randy Shreves. Second lap looks a little better. It is a 12.678, 6.78 as he goes position number 6. And out rolls the 57 machine of Craig Dunn. Craig Dunn in car number 57. What will be the 4th last car to take a lap time here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. 9th quick, 12.876, a 1.2.876 on lap number 1. Lap 2 is better with a 12.796. He goes to position number 8. Now he is on the inversion bubble, bumping Larry Moody outside the inversion. And out rolls the 17 car of Bruce Jones. Quantum Magnet Supplies entry, the STR entry. Bruce Jones, 12.828, a 1.2.828 for Bruce Jones. That is 10th quick. Lap number 1, second lap coming through, very similar sort of lap time. It's going to be a 12.825. A 1.2.825 for Bruce Jones, stays 10th quick. Second last car to make his way onto the racetrack, driving the Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, car number 99, that is Blake Dolgar. Blake Dolgar in the 99 machine. It's your nice and painted up livery. 11th quick with a 12.867, a 1.2.867 on the first lap. Slower on lap number 2, and the final car here in the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1, driving car number 222. That is Western Newell. Western Newell in car number 20 in the 222. First lap is 16th quick with a 13.162, a 1.3162. To be the 19th car to take a qualifying lap. And while lap 2 was better, but unfortunately contact with the wall, which means that will basically wrap up the qualifying. Done and dusted. There was 20 drivers signed in for tonight, but Dean Reynolds, the 20th car, is not just yet. They're having some problems with that motor, and don't think that we're going to see Dean Reynolds for the first part of what is going to be a doubleheader here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. But there it is, your qualifying results. Chance Siskowski goes quick time with a 12.408. Darren Detweiler second quick, Trevor Royer third. 4th is Ernie Williams Jr. Randy Shreves rounds out your top 5. Tyler Shellholm in 6th. 7th is Joseph Grandy. Craig Dunn in 8th. Larry Moody 9th, and Bruce Jones is 10th. Then we go back to Blake Dolgar, Richie Preston in 11th and 12th position, Matthew Westfall 13th, 14th is Tyler Isley, Cody Terry rounds out the top 15, Western Newell, Preston Cottrell, Tim Nichols and Nicholas McGeethy are your 19 drivers here in qualifying. Night number 1 of the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. Qualifying is done, and it's time to go racing. Remember the inversion of 4, which means the fastest qualifier will come from that second row. But here we go on the pole position. In car number 518, it's Joseph Grandy. To the outside of the front row, the 56 of Randy Shreves from 2. From position number 3, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports car number 90 machine, that is Trevor Royer. To his outside, driving the Phantom car number 47, your fastest qualifier tonight, it is Chance Siskowski. Rolling off to the third row, just missing the inversion, driving car number 73, that is Larry Moody. To his outside, the 99, the Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions entry, that is Blake Dolgar from 6. From 7 will be the 54 car of Matthew Westfall. From 8 will be the 9 of Cody Terry. And your fifth and final row, Preston Cottrell in car 84 will start position number 9. And Nicholas McGeethy in the 173 lines up out of position number 10. 8 laps to distance here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Who will take out heat race number 1? 2 heats on the program. Again, a doubleheader here from the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway in Pevely, Missouri. Then, of course, Sunday night we go back to Knoxville for what will be 5 nights of straight racing, starting off with the Capitani Classic. Night 1 and night 2 of the prelims. Wednesday night, your Hard Knocks night of the 410 Knoxville Nationals. And Thursday night, championship night. But here on this lovely Friday evening or Saturday morning, wherever you are around the world, it is showtime right now as the opening lap is about to be complete in Siskowski. He dove down to the inside there on Randy Shreves, but it's going to be Joseph Grandy out to lead the opening lap. Roy out to the outside on Chance Siskowski down the back straight away. Grandy still lead, boy. Grandy high up on the racetrack into turns 3 and 4. Oh, Shreves getting a little crossed up there. Came down, caught the front end of Siskowski and now catches the front end. Boy, he's taken out 3rd and 4th. We're about to go yellow. We should be about to go yellow. A number of cars involved in that one. Well, somehow we're staying green, but there is the first yellow. Siskowski nearly had his front end taken out off turn 2 by the 56 of Shreves, and then Shreves coming up the racetrack down the back straightaway. Roy was to his outside. So first yellow of the evening here at I-55. Your 2023 Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Don't forget, we'll have the 410s up next after this one. So still plenty of action here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And wait for the lights to go out on the pace truck. And that they should do right now. We are ready to go back racing here at I-55. Here we go, green flag is out, green white checker. Here at the I-55 Raceway, Grandy leads from Siskowski. Siskowski fights down to the inside, looks for a slide job down into 3 and 4. Grandy comes back underneath him as the white flag flies here in heat race number 1. There was contact between Grandy and Siskowski, but who's going to have it down the back straight away? Siskowski, he stays low off turn number 4. Chance Siskowski from the outside of the second row to a win in heat race number 1. Let's take a look at those finishing results. Chance Siskowski gets the win by 0.2 of a second over Joseph Grandy, home in second. Third will go to Cody Terry, just at the line by 0.5 of a tenth over Larry Moody. Nicholas McGeethy rounds out your top 5. Blake Dolgar, Matthew Westfall, Preston Cottrell, Randy Shreves, Trevor Royer. Both those two drivers of Shreves and Royer finishing 5 laps down. Heat race number 1 is done. Heat race number 2 making their way onto the racetrack right now, starting on the pole position. It is going to be the 57 car of Craig Dunn. To the outside of the front row, the 85 of Tyler Shell from 2. From position number 3, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. from 4. The Methanol Mafia Productions entry, the 3D of Darren Detweiler from 4. From position number 5 in the 17 car, that is Bruce Jones. From position number 6, the 25 of Richie Preston. From position number 7 in the 17, it's Tyler Isley. He's outside driving the 222 car, Western Newell from 8. And at the shotgun at the back of the field from position number 9, it's the 310 car of Tim Nichols. Dean Reynolds, of course, not in attendance just yet. And I don't think we'll see him in attendance for the midget portion of this Ironman 55 presented by Wegge Law Firm and Natural Carbon Company. So field is set. One to green. Dunn, Shell, Williams and Detweiler. That's your top two rows. Detweiler was second quick. Williams was fourth quick. Shell was sixth quick. And Craig Dunn was eighth quick. Bruce Jones was 10th. Basically the inversion of 8, which means 4 cars for the inversion. Oh no, Craig Dunn looped it. Craig Dunn, boy, talk about standing on the you-know-what. Tyler Shell involved in an incident as well with Darren Detweiler. And the opening lap was just about to be complete. And how about this? Bruce Jones is going to be your race leader. Boy, oh, Ernie, hello? You dead, man? I mean, you should be. Boy, I wonder if it's a full moon here tonight. Boy. That start from Craig Dunn. Just went into turn 1 and basically half looped it in front of Tyler Shell. And then Detweiler and Shell had some problems as well. Coming off turn 2 and at the back straight away. And then just as the yellow flag come out, we sent Ernie Williams Jr. Not sure what went on there with Ernie Williams Jr. Boy, it is a very, very strange night here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. All right, here we go. Back to green. And it is going to be Bruce Jones. Oh, I tell you what, he got a little crossed up there. A little crossed up in turns 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Tyler Shell trying to come after Tim Nichols for that 4th spot on the racetrack. Shell gets it down through the backstretch into 3 and 4. White flag is out. 1 lap left to run. Final time for heat race number 2 before we take a little break. Checkered flag is out. Bruce Jones will win. Second will go to Tyler Isley. Third is going to be Richie Preston. Fourth is Tyler Shell. Let's take a look at those results coming up on screen before we take that quick break. Jones, Isley, Preston, Shell, and Dunn, your top 5. Nichols, Newell, Detweiler, Williams, and, well, that was the 9 cars to take to the racetrack in heat race number 2. Reynolds, of course, not making the start. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back in just a few moments' time. Your main event for the midgets in your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1 here in Peevely, Missouri.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time.
All right, welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV for night number 1 of the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. It is main event time here at the I-55 Raceway here in Peevely, Missouri. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Now, just to note, there was the inversion. The inversion number for the main event is 4. So starting on the pole position, if we go there, is going to be car number 17 of Tyler Isley. To his outside will be the 518 of Joseph Grady. From position number 3 will be the 17 car of Bruce Jones. From 4 will be the 47 of Chance Siskowski. Starting position number 5 will be Cody Terry. From 6 is going to be Richie Preston. From 7 is Larry Moody. From 8 is Tyler Shell. From 9 will be Nicholas McGeety. From 10, it's Craig Dunn. From position number 11, it's Blake Dolgar. From 12 will be Tim Nichols. From 13, Matthew Westfall. From 14th is Weston Newell. From 15th, Preston Cottrell. From 16th, it's Darren Detweiler. From 17th, Randy Shrees, Ernie Williams Jr. In 18th. 19th is Trevor Royer, and Dean Reynolds is scheduled to line up out of position number 20. So 2 cars make that 3 cars. Cody Terry, Weston Newell, and Dean Reynolds did not make the call for the main event, which means we have a field of 17 drivers getting ready to do battle for a 25-lap main event. It's time to go racing here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55. We're live for 25 here in Peevely, Missouri as they work down into the first turn. Siskowski immediately looking up for the runner-up position. Now heads up for the race lead through turn number 3 and 4. He has got it at the line. Grady will find himself right on the top side in the turn number 1 and 2 in second spot. Isley Jones battle it out with Richie Preston. And yellow. Oh, Darren Detweiler. Boy. Even when I don't talk about him, he just has no luck. Ooh. The old Double D. You can't park there. It's not a place you want to be parking. So let's see if we can get some laps in here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway, Peevely, Missouri. Chance Siskowski, boy, he's been the driver to beat. Quickest in qualifying. He took out heat race number 1 from 4. Look at this 3 wide as they work down the back straightaway. Jones just getting swallowed up there by Tyler Shell and Richie Preston. Here comes Isley now to the inside on Preston. Boy, here, look at this. They work top, they work bottom, they work through the middle, and they work every which way possible as we are yellow. Oh my God. So yellow is out second time tonight. Lights are out. Back to green off turn 4. Siskowski trying to put the perfect start to the Ironman 55. Don't forget 410 wing sprint cars up next on the program. Here we go. We're underway once again. Back underway tonight's main event We are 4 into the books. Make it 5 now. We'll have 20 laps to go at the start-finish line. Well, we were. We are yellow. Looks like that was Tyler Shell. Oh. Let's see what happened to Tyler Shell. Oh, caught the inside wall and up and over he went. Can't park there. So Siskowski, Grandy, Isley. That's your top 3. Then you go back to Preston. Dolgar, your top 5. Jones, Dunn. Westfall, Royer, Cottrey, your top 10. Williams, Shreve. And Moody. The 13 cars, I believe it is, left on the racetrack. Coming back to green. It's 5 down, 20 to go. Siskowski. His drivers trying to figure out a way how to get their race cars faster. Craig Dunn. Well, now he's starting to get things figured out right now as he looks to the outside. He gets 2 for the price of 1 move. Craig Dunn up to position number 5 after getting around Dolgar and Jones there on the previous lap. Meanwhile, Grandy closing in on Siskowski, and Grandy will lead lap number 7. 7 down, 18 to go. Grandy back to the top shelf into turn number 1, into 3 and 4, I should say, and yellow is out. Yellow on the raceway. So just as we start to get a couple of laps in here. Don't forget 410 wing sprint cars on the program next. So we'll try and get this one into the books with what is now a 9 down, 16 to go. Oh, look out, Craig Dunn. Upside down, there's a whole list of cars in the wrong area. So it started with Preston there. Oh, Preston had nowhere to go. 17 car of Tyler Isley was the car that started that one. After getting into the backstretch wall down into turns 3. Dunn, Preston, nowhere to go. Royer involved as well. So, man, that has really taken out a handful of cars in this one. I'm going to say Joseph Grandy looks very, very good there on the top of the racetrack. So night number 1. For the Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm, Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company, midgets on the racetrack. Again, well, after this one, we'll take a break before we come back with the 410 winged sprint cars as they get ready to host the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. We're back underway with now 15 laps left to run. We're 10 in the books. Oh boy, Jones just caught the inside, the left rear tyre there of Siskowski. Not sure where he was trying to go on that one. Just drove it in a little too hard. Ernie Williams Jr. caught in that one as well. So again, Grandy continuing to lead the way here in Peevely, Missouri. Don't forget night number 2 tomorrow night. And Sunday back to the Knoxville Raceway for the Capitani Classic. Monday, the 410 Knoxville Nationals night 1, prelim night number 1, Tuesday night number 2. Wednesday, Hard Knocks night, and Thursday night will be Championship night. In 360 competition last night, remember we had a 30-lap green flag, green to checker race. 14 to go, we're back underway. Grandy Siskowski now got some company with Dolgar going to the outside. Then you got Westfall Isley trying to come through. Siskowski and Dolgar, they run the bottom in the middle part of the raceway. Meanwhile, your leader is right upstairs, up near the concrete wall. A little lower there through turns 3 and 4, but as he gets into turn number 1 and 2, look at him just rip the lip around this tight little bull ring in Peevely, Missouri. Siskowski still not trying to give up on the bottom of the raceway. Yellow is out. We come to what will be 11 laps left to run in tonight's main event. So again, we find ourselves with the lights going out on the safety car. It's a tough start for the midgets. 11 to run. Green flag back out, Joseph Grandy. To the top he goes. Siskowski again was working the low side through 1 and 2. He'll do the exact same. In fact, they'll both do the same through 3 and 4. 10 down. 10 laps left to run. And we're 15 complete in the midget portion of the Federated Auto Parts. A main event here on the 2023 DOB Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. As Blake Dolgar now trying to go through the middle of the raceway. Here comes Bruce Jones. He's up to position number 4. Detwell in the 3D. A couple of laps down, back there on the bottom side. He looks to get by Matthew Westfall. Westfall running in the 5th spot. Oh no, Westfall's going to go upside down. And going to bring us under the yellow flag conditions once again. Just as Tyler Isley was coming there into turn number 1. Matthew Westfall upside down. And that will put him back into the pit area momentarily, at least for about a minute 45. So with a bit of luck, he might be able to come back out onto the racetrack. Let's hope there's not too much damage done to that car. So 7 laps to run for the midget main event. Night 1 of the Ironman 55. Get a huge thanks to Wegge Law Firm and Natural Carbon Company. Back underway in the A main. Again, it's Siskowski to go low, Grandy to go upstairs. Dolgar went right through the middle of the racetrack. Siskowski, boy, I tell you what, he's living or dying by the bottom side of the racetrack. It may certainly come back to haunt him, as he may not be able to get the win. But I tell you what, Joseph Grandy, boy, once he's gotten to the race lead, he's a man that's been possessed on run on the top side. A handful of laps left to run. 5 to go. Here comes Jones. Slider on Dolgar into turn number 1 and 2. Bruce Jones has the final spot on the podium for the moment as they come to 4 laps left to run. Half a second lead for Joseph Grandy. Oh no, catching the inside wall with Siskowski. He does a 360, keeps it going, but he's going to fall back to position number 5. Detweiler into the wall, around he goes, and we're going to go yellow with 3 to go. No, we're not, we're going to stay green. Jones, Dolgar, Siskowski now. Here comes Siskowski trying the inside on Dolgar as they work through turns 3 and 4. 2 laps left to run for Joseph Grandy. Here for the penultimate time. The white flag will come out. He's got 4 left-hand turns to make it. Your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1 of the midgets belongs to Joseph Grandy. Second will go to Bruce Jones. Chance Siskowski comes home in 3rd. Blake Dolgar in 4th. Preston Cottrell going to round out your top 5. Take a look at the official results before we chat to our top 3. Grandy gets the win confirmed from Jones in 2nd, Siskowski in 3rd, Dolgar and Cottrell again 4th and 5th position, Isley home in 6th. Before a list of casualties, Detweiler, Westfall, Ernie Williams Jr., Larry Moody, your top 10. Then you go back to Trevor Royer, Craig Dunn, Richie Preston, Randy Shreves, Tyler Shell, Nicholas McGeethy, and Tim Nichols. Boy, what a way to finish and what a way to start this Ironman 55 weekend here in Peevely, Missouri. The virtual Peevely, Missouri, that is. We'll wait to get a word with our top 3 as, well, he is already out of the race car, getting the win here tonight, driving the 518 machine. It is Joseph Grandy. Joseph, congratulations on the win. Boy, I tell you what, once you got to that top side, once you got to the lead, man, that was all she wrote. Your car was flying up there.
Yeah, it was actually the first time I ran a midget since the update. I just kind of guessed that would be the fastest way around, and I guess I had the right gear, and it works.
Throughout the course of that main event, of course, troubles there with the yellows, the stop start. How do you maintain your focus in the job at hand in trying to get this win, and you've done so successfully, mind you?
I'm horrible at restarts, and I'm a rhythm driver, so cautions really kill me. I thought he was going to get me on a couple of those starts sliding up, but held on, stayed consistent as much as I could, and that was really about it.
Well, ironically, it's only part 1 of 4 here on the Ironman 55 weekend. Of course, we've got the 410 wing sprint cars up next to complete night number 1. But then, of course, we come back and do it again for night number 2 tomorrow night with the midgets and the 410 wing sprint cars. What's the plans for you in the 518 car? You bringing out the 410?
Oh, for sure. Yep, 410s are my favorite.
Are you here tomorrow night as well?
Absolutely.
All right, buddy. Look, well done on the win here tonight. Before we let you go, of course, an opportunity to thank everybody on this 518 car and everybody behind the scenes that made this possible for you.
like to thank Catalytic Recovery, West End Towing and Repair, all the guys over at Inferno Motorsports, M9 Setups. Appreciate you for doing the broadcast, and thanks for the old bastards for putting this show together.
Good job on the win. We'll see you back in the 410s, Joseph.
Thanks.
Joseph Graney home in first place. Home in second place tonight is going to be the 3 or the 17 of Bruce Jones. Bruce, congratulations on the runner-up finish here tonight. Boy, not without its challenges, but you come home second spot. You've got to be happy with how this one played out.
Yeah, it was kind of a fun race. The whole track was racy, it seemed like.
Coming into tonight with the, I guess we'll say limited cars. I mean, still 19 cars. A good showing for the midgets for night number 1 of this Ironman 55. The track was good on the bottom there at the start, but then late in the race, the top side really came in. Was that the way that you seen it as well?
Yeah, it seemed like I was loose, and I kept trying to tighten it up, and the tighter I got it, the better it was at the top. And, of course, then at the end, you feel like you got to kind of protect a little bit, so you run the bottom, and and you're not set up for it.
Bruce, congratulations on the second place finish here in night number 1 of the Wegge Law Firm's Ironman 55. We'll let you thank everybody involved on this race car before we let you go.
Yeah, you bet. Want to thank the guys at STR and the ABR setup shop. They're fantastic folks to work with. Thank you.
Bruce Jones home in second place, home in third place tonight. Boy, he was going to be the car to beat tonight. And well, unfortunately, he did get beat, but home in third place tonight is Chance Siskowski. Chance, third place finish here tonight. And boy, I tell you what, you were quick from the get-go from qualifying the heat win. You were good in the opening 5 to 8 laps of that exchange with that bottom side just went away. And unfortunately, you still come home third after doing a 360.
Yeah. It just got too close to the wall down there. I felt like there was a couple of laps, like late in the race, I ran my fastest lap, and it was just, I hit it just right and probably tightened up the car too much because I didn't think it was going to stick around for as long as it did. But it was definitely tricky, and kind of tried to run the middle and the top, and just, I think I was just geared for the bottom. But yeah, it was, I thought for sure that left front would have been ripped off, but apparently you don't need it.
Not in the midget anyway. You can just leave the left front. You can leave the left front at home, really. Were you set up for the bottom to run that whole race after going out and qualifying by over a 10th, and then of course coming from 4th in that heat race?
Well, I wasn't really. That was kind of what I was trying to avoid. I kind of felt like everybody was going to go down there and kind of burn it off. So I tightened it up for the top and just didn't go the right direction with the gear, unfortunately. So then I was kind of committed to the bottom there and just had to hit my marks. And unfortunately, I'm rusty. It's been a while. But hey, it's a good learning experience and good rebound after 360 Nationals and back with my old team. So.
Chance, well done on third place here in the midget portion of this Ironman 55 weekend. Before we let you go, sponsors, shout out to all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes this happen for you in the 47 car?
Phantom Motorsports, Velocity Race Design, Weichel Sportswear, Power Outdoors, M9 Performance, and RK Farms, and yeah, that's about it.
Good job on third. Hopefully we'll see you back here for the next night, for tomorrow night, but also the 410s coming up next.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right, there we go. Chance Siskowski home in position number 3. Of course, right now, we are going to take this opportunity to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV, come back in just a few moments' time, and we are going to get ready for the 410 winged sprint cars as they get ready to tackle this tight little boring. Again, your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1, part 1 is done for the midgets. Next, we'll unload the 410 wing sprint cars as they get ready to tackle the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway here in Peevely, Missouri. We'll be back on Ultimate Dirt TV in a moment's time.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com. In this iRacing how-to, we will cover optimizing your PC and monitor settings in order to optimize iRacing's performance. Start by installing Windows operating system updates, including optional updates for your hardware. You will also need to perform a clean install of the latest GPU drivers available. Your graphics card provider should be contacted directly if you have any further questions or issues with their products. iRacing is not affiliated with any of the following websites. Depending on which graphics card you have, you'll have to visit either NVIDIA or AMD's support site. For NVIDIA graphics cards, go to the Drivers tab and select the card that you are using from the drop-down list. Click Next and Download to install the drivers. You can also download GPU drivers from NVIDIA's GeForce Experience software. To do so, open GeForce Experience and click the Drivers tab. GeForce Experience automatically detects what graphics card you have installed. Click Download to install the drivers. Next, navigate to your Windows settings and then System, Display, and Advanced Display. Confirm that your desired monitor or monitors is listed. If you are running more than one monitor in Sim, confirm that each monitor's refresh rate and dimensions are the same. Vertical Sync, or VSync, forces the frame rate to lock your monitor's refresh rate. By disabling this option, you will notice increased frame rates in Sim beyond your monitor's refresh rate. To do this, right-click on your desktop to open your NVIDIA control panel. Then, click on the Manage 3D Settings tab. Under the Global Settings tab, scroll down to Vertical Sync, turn it off, and click Apply. You can also turn off Vertical Sync by choosing iRacing Motorsport Simulator.exe in the Program Settings tab. Some additional issues have been reported when NVIDIA PhysX processor is set to auto-select. This is most common on laptops. To manually set the PhysX processor, go to the Configure Surround PhysX tab in your NVIDIA control panel and select your graphics card from the drop-down list. For AMD graphics cards, go to the Drivers section under the Radeon Graphics tab. Here, select the card you are using from the drop-down lists. Then, pick the version of Windows you are running and download the AMD software package by clicking Download. You can also download GPU drivers from AMD's Auto Detect and Install software, which you can find linked at this site. After your graphics install, let's go over the iRacing application itself. Launch the iRacing UI and confirm that the iRacing Documents folder is installed correctly. To properly work, the iRacing Documents folder must be at the location of C drive, Users, your username, Documents, iRacing. The iRacing Documents folder is where your replays, paint schemes, setups, and other configuration files are saved. We strongly recommend not backing up or redirecting your iRacing Documents folder to Microsoft's OneDrive system to ensure your files stay intact. This is separate from your iRacing installation directory, which is where the files of the game are installed if you purchased iRacing on our website. If you purchased iRacing on Steam, your installation directory by default would be located within C drive, Program Files x86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, iRacing. If you do not see this folder, reinstall the service with the latest installer from our website. Next, we'll want to set up our display using the Graphics Config tool. In the iRacing UI, navigate to the bottom left corner and select Settings. Click on Interface and then Run Graphics Config. Confirm the correct display and graphics card from the dropdown, and then select Auto Configure. Then, in the iRacing UI, click on the monitor at the top and confirm it is set to Display. From here, open an iRacing session and navigate to the Options tab of your in-sim UI. Click on Graphics, and then confirm iRacing is using the correct display settings and refresh rate at the top. You can find more information regarding GPU drivers and setup on our support site, linked in this video's description. iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, The World of Outlaws, and supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12 Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
We used to chase that Chattanooga freight, couple of kids in a Chevrolet, catch a little air when we cross the tracks, sipping on something from a paper stack. You hang your shirt on that maple limb, slipping through the moon to the river bend. Wasn't very long, I was jumping in. I guess I'm still doing now what I was doing then, chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye tail lights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you. You always used to talk about LA, I heard you got as far as Santa Fe. Well, you know I tried to track you down, I only got as far as Guitar Town, singing about a girl I used to know, that I haven't given up, I'm just on your radio, chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye tail lights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you. Chasing you like a shot of whiskey, burning, going down, chasing you like those goodbye tail lights, headed west to anywhere out of this nowhere town, chasing that freedom, chasing that feeling that got gone too soon, chasing that you and me I only see in my review, till I'm laying here tonight holding someone new, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you, still chasing you.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Thank you so very much for your patience here on Ultimate Dirt TV as we get ready for the final part of night number 1 of the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you, back for the call as we get set for qualifying here on the program. 3 groups of qualifying. Again, the inversion of 4, which means, well, one of the first cars that we're going to see coming out onto the racetrack in a moment's time is going to be Craig Dunn. Again, we look to set single car qualifying to set the lineups for your heat races. And then we'll move into, again, a warm-up session. No B-main, or no B-main should be required. I believe they're taking 24 to the show. If they take 20, well, it means we are going to have a B-main. And again, that inversion, the top 4 is going to transfer, which means one car, unfortunately, is going to miss out. We wait for Craig Dunn. I believe race control is just going through the program and how the program is going to work and how they expect it all to run. But again, we thank you so very much for your cooperation and your patience here on Ultimate Dirt TV for night number 1 of the Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55. We've just seen the midgets where Joseph Grandy was able to come away with the win. Bruce Jones come home in second, and Chance Siskowski was able to round out the podium. Who will it be here tonight? Again, these drivers, it is all preparation as they prepare for a big week of racing ahead. We've already had the last 3 nights of racing here on Ultimate Dirt TV with the 360 Knoxville Nationals, presented by Tim Sims and powered by iRacing. And of course, tomorrow night, the Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55. Night 1, midgets is already done. Night 2, 410 sprint cars. We're about to get that one up on the board here in a moment's time. And then, of course, tomorrow night, night number 2, we'll do it all again right back here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Well, it turns out we're ready to go racing and ready to go qualifying. It's the first car on the racetrack right now, driving car number 57. It's Craig Dunn. Craig Dunn in the Sicklids 57 machine for Always Up Sim Sports. Lap number 1, 11.046. 11.046 for Craig Dunn. Second lap is going to be inside the 10s. It's a 10.853. A 10.853. First lap time about to come through for Tyler Shell in car number 1. Tyler Shell, 10.888. That's 1.0888 for Tyler Shell. That's second quick for Tyler Shell. Can he improve on the time? No, he will not. He will stay second quick with a 10.888. A 10.888 is right now onto the racetrack in car number 17, driving the embroidery designs. That is Tyler Isley. Tyler Isley in car number 17. First lap time for Tyler Isley, 11.419. 11.419 for Tyler Isley. He'll go to the bottom into turns 3 and 4. Trying to improve on the time. He does improve on the time, just not the position. It's an 11.085. 11.085. And out rolls Christopher Schaefer, driving the Inferno Motorsports. Get them hooked. A&J Custom Creations, M9 Setup Shop. Car number 23 of Christopher Schaefer. Fourth quick, 11.572. A 1.1572 for Christopher Schaefer. Second lap is better with an 11.154. 11.154. And out rolls the Aces Up Sim Sports. Car number 17, runner-up in the midgets just a few short moments ago. That is Bruce Jones. Bruce Jones in car number 17. .1 flat, 11.100 for lap number 1. Second lap's going to be a little slower there, 11.340. 11.340 as out rolls Rick Mayne in the 187 car. Rick Mayne in the 187 car. Also for Inferno Motorsports, A&J Custom Creations, M9 Setup Shop. Rick Mayne is going to go fourth. Quick maybe, yes, 11.092. A 1.1092 catches the wall, which will of course null and void that second lap time. And out rolls Robert Boggs in car 51. Robert Boggs in the 51 machine, also for the Inferno Motorsports. And the A&J Custom M9 Setup Shop entry. Boggs is going to go 7th quick, 11.521. A 1-1-5-2-1 for Robert Boggs. Second lap for Boggs. Quick, a third quick on the 11-0-42. A 1-1.042 for Robert Boggs. Remember, with 3 heat races, the inversion with 4 is going to be 12. Larry Moody should jump to position number 3, 11.029, a 1-1.029 for Larry Moody. Second lap time is a little slower there for Moody with 11.110. Here he is, the man that finished third in last night's Dirty Old Bastards. Tim Sims, powered by iRacing 360 Knoxville Nationals main event. Driving the Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims Jr. 19 Designs Ultimate Dirt TV, totally tinted car. It's Trevor Royer. And Trevor Royer will go third quick with a 10.903, a 1.0903. And lap number 2, boy, I tell you what, it's very similar to what he did, but it's a 10.914. A 10.903 for Trevor Royer. His first lap is going to stick. And out rolls the Phantom Motorsports, caliber 47, third place. On the Velocity Race Designs 47, third place in the midgets. Earlier on tonight, Chance Siskowski, he went quick time in the midgets. Now 10th quick at the moment, 11.191, a 1.1191. Don't worry about that one. Fourth quick with a 10.939, but he did hit the wall, so he will stay 10th quick. And a man that had absolutely zero luck when it came to the 360 Knoxville National, driving the Black Diamond Motorsports caliber 91 machine for Tim Sims. That is Ernie Williams Jr. Ernie Williams Jr. first lap time 11.225, 11.225 for lap number 1. Lap 2 a little quicker. He'll jump to position number 9. It's 11.102, 11.102. Driving the Uprising Esports Dynamic System Race Reel 173, that is Nicholas McGeethy. Nicholas McGeethy in car 173. Fourth quick on the 11.017. 11.017 for McGeethy on lap number 1. Second lap is a whole lot quicker. It is second quick with a 10.872. A 10.872 for Nicholas McGeethy. And driving the Design Metal Art 3D, the paints by Tuna Can. Methanol Mafia Productions 3D, it's Darren Detweiler. First lap time 11.096, a 1.1096 for Detweiler. Second lap, little slower with 11.108. So that will be 9th quick for Detweiler. Now we wait for the ResCare 43W entry of Terrell Wheeler to make his way onto the racing surface to start what is group number 3, the final group of qualifying. Back Joseph Grant, he's going to make his way. He's already on the racetrack right now in the 5:18, 11.254, 11.254 for lap number 1 for Grandy. As Preston Cottrell now will find his way onto the racing surface here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Join the BG Customs, car number 24. Preston Cottrell will go 15th quick, 11.324, a 1.1324 for Preston Cottrell. Second lap slower, 11.929, 11.929. And out rolls the 18, gets the first of 2 green flag laps in the Federated Auto Parts I-50, the Federated Auto Parts caliber 18 machine here in Pevely, Missouri. Blake Dolgar, 11.387, 11.387, that is 16th quick. So the inversion, Christopher Schaefer on the bubble right now. Second lap time for Dolgar, slower as Chris Sebeske rolls out in the 21 for Phantom Motorsports. Green flag for Chris Sebeske in the 21, the M9 setup shop Phantom Motorsports car. First lap time for Sebeske will go to position number 13. That's 11.189. He's already outside the inversion. 11.189 for Chris Sebeske. Second lap is going to be quicker. 11.050. That is 7th quick. And out rolls the 09 machine of Brian Moore Jr. Brian Moore Jr. next on the raceway. Brian Moore Jr. first lap time to come through. It goes 18th quick, 11.487. A 1.1487 for Brian Moore Jr. Second lap, a little slower there, 11.498. Well, and out rolls Brian Moore Sr. Driving that SRC car number 55 entry. So you see the contact on the exit of corner number 2. So there should be no time for Brian Moore Sr. That was 11.453. So he's got just one more opportunity right now to put in a lap time. And it's going to be 11.3. 11.341 for Brian Moore Sr. Hit 17th quick. Third last car to take time here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway to make it 22 cars in total. Driving the overs up Sim Sports, over the wall photography, Jessup Logistics, Flow Racing. It's Richie Preston. Quick time! 10.754. A 10.754 for Richie Preston. And the third last car to go qualifying, and he jumps to the top of the speed charts. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Richie Preston. And out rolls the Redline Designs, LGR Motorsports, car number 56 of Randy Shreves. Randy Shreves in car 56, first time. Can he get inside the inversion? No. 14th quick, 11.134. A 11.134 for Randy Shreves. And second lap will be slower as Terrell Wheeler now makes his way to the racetrack. Driving car number 43, the Rescare. Waiting for Terrell Wheeler to post up a lap time here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. The 22nd car, he gets one lap and he will go 20th quick, make that 21st quick with an 11.415, 11.415. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. And we are done and dusted with qualifying. Richie Preston a 10.754. Craig Dunn a 10.853. Nicholas McGeethy with a 10.872. Tyler Shell and Trevor Royer make up your top 5. Larry Moody, Robert Boggs, Chris Sebaske, Tyler Isley, Rick Main. Your top 10, Darren Detweiler and Bruce Jones will come home in the 11th and 12th position. Those drivers are going to start on pole of the respected heat races. Let's take a look at your results. There it is just quickly. Richie Preston goes quick time by nearly a 10th of a second, and he was the third last car to go qualifying. Heat number 1, again, the inversion of 4. No, it's not, in fact. Looks like they're just going to line them straight up from the qualifying results. I apologize about that. I thought we'll go in inversion racing. Richie Preston starts on pole. Tyler Shell will start to the outside of the front row. Position number 3 is going to be the 51 of Robert Boggs. From 4 will be the 187 of Rick Main. Rolling off out of the 5th starting position, it's going to be Ernie Williams Jr. Chance Siskowski in the 47 will start from position number 6. From position number 7, it's Brian Moore Sr. To his outside from position number 8, it's Brian Moore Jr. And that will conclude heat race number 1 starting grid. So straight up like the Outlaws format. Who will take out heat race number 1? Who will start on pole of tonight's main event? The field slowly idles their way down the back straight away. Your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 410 Wing Sprint Cars presented by Natural Carbon. Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1 for the 410 Wing Sprint Cars is underway. Shell went straight to the bottom side. Shell's going to take over the race lead. Meanwhile, Preston went straight upstairs. And Tyler Shell is going to lead the opening lap. Richie Preston finds himself in second position. But I tell you what, Preston trying to close in 3/10 of a second. Shell getting stuck there on the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes the 25 of Preston. Working the top side by side off turn number 2 and down the back straight away. Preston, Shell, wheel to wheel as they work down through 3 and 4. Who's going to have it at the line? Tyler Shell continues to lead lap number 3. Heat race number 1, Shell again, but here comes Preston fighting back on the outside. Shell looking to slide up and move up a lane. Now he's got an opportunity, but he's going to stick to the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Robert Boggs in the 51, also working to the inside. Preston getting caught upstairs, just trying to run the fence, trying to run the wall, rip the lip around the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. 3 to run. Shell has now gone upstairs. Figured, well, it's time to go up there right now. And he looks to set sail, looks to start on pole of your main event tonight. Preston still runs in the runner-up position. Boggs in 3rd. Siskowski 4th. Williams is 5th, but the white flag is out for the number 1 machine. Tyler Shell working down the back straight away into corners number 3 and off of corner number 4. Keeping the car nice and straight, nice and smooth, and we are done. Heat race number 1, thick and fast here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Tyler Shell will get the win over Richie Preston in second. Robert Boggs, Chance Siskowski, Ernie Williams Jr. Your top 5, Rick Mayne, Brian Moore Jr. along with Brian Moore Sr. for heat race number 1. Heat number 2 will line up like this on the pole with the 57 car of Craig Dunn to the outside the 90 of Trevor Royer from 2. From 3 with a 21 of Chris Sebaske. From 4 with a 3D of Darren Detweiler. From 5 with a 56 of Randy Shreves. From 6 the 518 of Joseph Grady. And from 7, it's going to be the 18 of Blake Dolgar from the back of this field. So a 30-lap feature event to come later on. And again, the winner of heat race number 2 will start outside the front row and go back to 3 positions per finishing spot. So Royer, basically second place car, will start 5th. Third place car will start 8th. Fourth place car is going to start 11th. Fifth place car, well, if there's no B main, we'll continue on through this field to start 14th. So heat race number 2 of 3. Craig Dunn, Trevor Royer, no strangers to one another when it comes to racing here on the iRacing.com service across Dirty Old Bastard leagues and every other league that they run. They know how they race, they know how to do it fast, and they know how to put on a show. And that's exactly what they're going to do. Off for turn number 4, Craig Dunn puts the foot to the floor and we're underway. Sebaske again does what Tyler Shell done in the first heat race. Went straight to the bottom side. Dunn, Royer and Detweiler all work on the top side. Here comes Trevor Royer now to the outside down into turn number 1 and 2. He had a run through 3 and 4. He's now got to run Detweiler following Royer up on the top side of the racetrack. Top 4 on screen, they're breaking away from 5th place car of Joseph Grandy. McGrandy trying to come back at him right now as Detweiler gets by Chris Sebaske for that 3rd spot on the raceway. Meanwhile, closing in on your race leader was the 90 machine of Trevor Royer. Boy, he looks very good upstairs through turn number 1 and 2. Cross flag sticks around here at the start-finish line. 4 to run. 4 laps into the books. Royer's going to go down low. He looks to leave a lane on the outside, but Royer couldn't complete the pass. Dunn back to the outside. Dunn, now Detweiler trying to get by Royer. Royer's had to move up. Dunn's had to back out of the throttle right now. Detweiler's now into the wall. He'll still hold on to the 3rd spot. Meanwhile, Sebaske getting the pressure from the 518 car of Joseph Grandy. And Grandy's now moved to position number 4. Meanwhile, Royer again tried the move there on Craig Dunn into turn number 1 and 2. White flag is out. 1 lap left to go here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. The Dirty Old Bastards, Wegge Law Firm, Ironman 55, 410 Wing Sprint Car portion of the night. Royer dove down low into turns 3 and 4. Craig Dunn's going to get the win. Second will go to Trevor Royer. Third will be Darren Detweiler. Randy Shreves home in 4th. Joseph Grandy 5th. Chris Sebaske 6th. And the lap down was Blake Dolgar in the 7th and final spot in heat race number 2. Heat number 3 lines up like this. Nicholas McGeethy on pole position in the 173 to the outside. The 73, Larry Moody from 2. From position number 3, the 17 of Tyler Isley. From 4, the 17 of Bruce Jones. From 5, the 23 of Christopher Schaefer. From 6, the 24 of Preston Cottrell. And from 7 is going to be the 43 car of Terrell Wheeler. So as we get set, heat race number 3. Final heat race of night number 1 on the Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company. So the field gets the 1 green signal right now. The winner of heat race number 3 will start position number 3. Second place will start 6th. Third place is going to start 9th. Fourth place will start 12th. And again, if there's no B main, it'll be 15, 18, 21. Very simple for the starting positions. Here we go. Green flag getting set to fly off turn number 4. Safety car is in. McGeethy stamps the throttle and the foot goes to the floor. Oh no, poor old Tyler Isley got some problems there. Had problems with the 73 car of Moody. And now Moody and the 24th Cottrell. Slider there trying to force his way up the inside was Terrell Wheeler on Larry Moody. Schaefer trying to come after Bruce Jones down the back straightaway. Schaefer goes right through the middle of the racetrack there, just below the slick on the exit of turn number 4. Again goes right through the middle of 1 and 2, but Jones back to the outside. The 24 of Cottrell going back to the pits. Isley already back in there as well. McGeethy got a big lead right now through turn number 1 and 2. Jones has found his way comfortably upstairs through 3 and 4. Final 4 laps around the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Larry Moody in what could be that 4th and final transfer position. Terrell Wheeler back in the 5th position. And that is the 5 cars in, well, 5 cars I should say left here in heat race number 3. Coming to the white flag, we'll see the 173 car of Nicholas McGeethy about to start inside the second row for your 30-lap main event. Into turn number 3, off of turn number 4. He protected the inside line, not that he needed to, but he had quite a fair bit of distance back to the second place finisher, and it will be done and dusted. Heat number 3 results coming up on screen. McGeethy gets the win. Ahead of Bruce Jones in second, Christopher Schaefer third, Larry Moody fourth, Terrell Wheeler fifth, Preston Cottrell in sixth. Then you go back to Tyler Isley in seventh, and that will wrap up the 3 heat races. Now it is time for our main event. But of course, first we've got a warm-up session. So with that being said, we'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We've got a dash coming up next for the top 2 from the 3 heat races. So 6 cars. 6 laps. Just on the other side of this, your dash. All right, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We've just had the drivers pull out the pills for the top 6 starting positions in tonight's dash. We can tell you, I know right firsthand, that the man starting on pole is going to be the number 25 car of Richie Preston. Outside the front row will be the 173 car of Nicholas McGeethy. Second row inside is going to be the 17 car of Bruce Jones. To the outside from 4, it's the 1 of Tyler Shell. From 5 with the Black Diamond Motorsports 90 car of Trevor Roy. And from 6 will be the 57 car of Craig Dunn. 6 cars, 6 laps. How they finish will be the starting positions in tonight's main event. And your dash about to get underway here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway, the 2023 Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1, dash 6 laps is underway. Royer got a fantastic start on the inside. He quickly moved into position number 3. Now runs the low side. Shell run on the top shelf. Slided by McGeethy. Now lap number 1. Move along to the 173 car. Here comes Preston back to the middle of the racetrack. Look at this top 4 on screen. Oh boy! He tried to come down. Don't know what he was trying to do. He went from the top to the bottom. But McGeethy somehow takes out Tyler Shell. Nowhere to go. Bruce Jones going to move into the 3rd position. Now McGeethy tries to come back after the race leader. 3 down, 3 to run. McGeethy and Preston. McGeethy slides up. Preston turns it back underneath him. Preston's gotten back to the race lead. Here comes Bruce Jones. McGeethy back to the inside. McGeethy in the 173 car just rolls the bottom side. 2 laps left to run. Preston with a run on the outside. Preston and McGeethy. White flag is out. 1 lap left to run here at the I-55 Raceway. Preston with the sweeping run to the outside of Richie Preston down into turns 3. Off for turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Craig Dunn got around the outside of Jones and Royer. So it'll be Preston, McGeethy, Dunn, Royer, Jones. And then you go back to Tyler Shell. What a way to finish this one. Holy dooly. And if that doesn't get you excited, folks, for the 30-lap main event to come, boy, you may not have a pulse. We'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back with your 30-lap main event on the other side of this quick commercial break.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams.
Well, again, apologies about cutting the ad break short, but we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Your main event about to start. We go through and take a look at your starting grid for tonight's feature event. Again, the first 3 rows might be just a little bit jumbled up, but we know Richie Preston is going to start on the pole position. Then you go back to Nicholas McGeethy. He'll start 2nd. Craig Dunn will start 3rd. Trevor Roy going to start 4th. Bruce Jones will start 5th. Tyler Shell will start 6th. Then you go back to row 4. Here's where it's going to be correct. Robert Boggs will start 7th. Darren Detweiler will start 8th. 9th is going to be Christopher Schaefer. 10th will be Chance Siskowski. 11th is going to be Randy Shrees. 12th will be Larry Moody. 13th will be Ernie Williams Jr. 14th it's Joseph Grandy. 15th is Terrell Wheeler. Rick Main will start 16th. 17th is going to be Chris Sebeske. 18th is going to be Preston Cottrell. And then we go back to 19th. It is Brian Moore Jr. along with Blake Dolgar in 20th. 21st is going to be Tyler Isley. 22nd is Brian Moore Sr. So the field is set. And what is now going to be a 21 car field. Brian Moore Jr. did not make the call. Here in your A main. So the field is set. Night number 1, 2023, Dirty Old Bastards, Wegge Law Firm, Ironman 55, presented by Natural Carbon Company, sprint car portion of the night, the final race of night number 1. It's time, let's get dirty for 30. Here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway, Richie Preston leads down the back straightaway. Here comes McGeethy throwing the bomb down into turn number 3 and 4. McGeety will lead lap number 1. Preston coming back after McGeety. McGeety left the lane on the top shelf, but now Preston McGeety nearly making contact down into 3. Royer work on the top shelf as well. Then you go back to Craig Dunn. Tyler Shell, 4 wide down into turn number 1 and 2 if you don't mind. They'll go 2 wide. McGeety now cuts it back down to the inside. Nearly chops the nose off the 90 machine of Royer. McGeety into the wall. Royer, Preston, now they go side by side for the race lead. Royer's got it. Preston and McGeety make contact. What a battle this is. Coming to 4 down, 26 to go. Preston and Royer. Royer and Preston at the line. I think Preston had it at the start-finish line. Too close to call. Shell coming after Dunn. McGeety still finds himself running in 3rd spot. Preston slides up. What a perfectly timed slider there on the 93 wide for the race lead. Double slide job by Nicholas McGeety. But it was Preston and Royer who split him inside and outside. Oh my, what an opening handful of laps here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. McGeety and Preston again. Shell, Dunn, look at the 5 cars now bring the 3D of Darren Detweiler. Here he comes with a whole head of steam, the 3D machine. Preston has to back out of it because he nearly ran up over the right rear of Tyler Shell. Detweiler to the inside on Dunn. Royer still leads. What a battle this is for 3rd. I'll make that 4th, 5th and 6th and now throw in 7th with Bruce Jones. Ernie Williams Jr. coming from deep in the field. He's made his way to position number 9. Detweiler and Dunn still go side by side down through the 1st and 2nd turn. Dunn's got it. Meanwhile, we're into lap traffic. Shell coming after McGeety. What a slider run on the nose of the 173 machine. And 9 in the books, and we are yellow. Make it 10. What a 10 laps that was. Oh my. If you didn't like that one, I don't know what you're going to like. That was superb. That's the only word I can use to describe what we've just seen there in the first 10 laps. Trevor Royer, Nicholas McGeety, Richie Preston, Tyler Shell, Craig Dunn. Gentlemen, take a bow on the first 10 laps of that main event. Randy Shree's out of the event. Preston Cottrell a lap down in the 20th spot. We know he's still on the racetrack. We've just seen sort of the back end of that one where he was a lap down. But man, Trevor Royer, Nicholas McGeety, Richie Preston, the sliders and the crossovers, those 3 guys exchanged in that one was phenomenal. So now, lights are still flashing, I believe, on the safety car, the pace truck. In fact, yes, they are. So we're not 1 to green just yet. But man, I tell you what, give us this type of racing, and I'll tell you what, hats off to these guys because if you missed the midgets, well, that wasn't the best show. But you know what? It's midgets. It's a part of the things. You sometimes you've got to take what you've been handed to you, but. Man, after what we've seen last night in the 360 Knoxville main event, a race, a 30-lap main event that went green to checker to go 10 laps here at I-55 in the 410s and to throw sliders, crossovers, crisscrosses, parked it on the nose of people. Man, I'll tell you what, close call, close racing. And now we go back underway. Tyler Shell, a perfectly timed start. He did not pass on the inside, but I'll tell you what, boy, he was darn close to doing it. McGeety now slides up in front of Shell. Preston back there as well. Preston still works the top side. Shell with a slider there on McGeety. McGeety turns it back underneath and they drag race down the back straightaway. Your battle for the runner-up position right now is on between McGeety and Shell. Shell's got him at the line by half a car length. McGeety stabs the brakes, tries to turn it back underneath and tries to get the bottom. He tried to get the moisture on the low side. Now McGeety with a huge time slider there on Shell, but Shell had too much momentum. Meanwhile, Preston, he caught the wall on the exit of turn 4. And Ernie Williams Jr., he gets 2 for the price of 1, but Preston comes back around the outside. Preston and Williams again go wheel to wheel through turn number 3 and 4. Williams, he was caught in the middle part of the raceway. No more, there's plenty of moisture there, but not enough speed to continue on. 15 down, 15 to go. And a former iRacing world champion, or current iRacing world champion of Tyler Shell is coming after Trevor Royer in the Black Diamond Motorsports. Tim Sims, Drew Neal, 1-9 Designs car. Royer around the outside. Boy, the slider. That could have got disastrous there for Tyler Shell. But again, a man of his talents, knowing that it was going to be hopefully enough. And he just left a lane where Trevor Royer was able to sneak around the outside. McGeety gets around the outside of the 24 car of Cottrell. Williams is up to 5th in that 91 machine. I dare say he is the hard charger now, coming after 4th. Slider there on Richie Preston. Preston goes back underneath him. Preston nearly takes the back of the 24 car of Kocher, who again is just rolling the bottom side, trying to stay out of harm's way. Williams into the wall, cuts it down off turn 2. Here comes Joseph Grandy now in the 518 machine, right through the middle of turn number 3 and 4. But Craig Dunn, he's got too much speed upstairs. Yellow flag is out with 10 to go. Oh my, 10 to go. And have a look at this. We've had 2 yellows. We had one at lap 10. We've just had that one at lap 1. Is now 21, so there'll be 9 to go. Single digits remaining. And with a clear track in front of Trevor Royer, the opportunity now becomes, can he hold on? But does he have enough to hold off an iRacing World Champion in 410 Sprint Car competition of Tyler Schell? Only time will tell, and you can just have a look at the difference in the wing angles right there. Tyler Schell looks a little bit more forward compared to Trevor Royer. So trying to tighten that wing, trying to pull the wing back to tighten the car up, especially one on the top side. Schell has obviously got that a little bit more forward just to try and free it up when he throws the sliders, because you don't want to throw a slider when the car gets tight. That's never a good sign. McGeethy, probably similar to, I want to say, Schell, maybe Royer. But tell you what, there's not a whole lot of difference in there. I'm going to say Royer and McGeethy, they probably look at about -5, whereas Schell probably looks at about -2, -3. So he's certainly got that wing pushed forward just a little bit more. It's not over the rear of the tyres as much as what you see Royer and McGeethy. Lights are out. 9 to go. Your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company 410 Sprint Cars. Here we go. 21 down, 9 to go here in the main event here at the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. Royer back to the top side, Schell back to the inside. Now opens up the door for McGeethy to the outside. McGeethy's got to run. McGeethy will take over the runner-up spot. Boy, Schell made a massive mistake there on going to the bottom side. Now he comes up in front of the 25 of Preston. Preston backed out of it, so did Ernie Williams Jr. Now Williams will look to throw the slider. No. Stays mid-track. Craig Dunn back there in 6th position. Got Joseph Grandy and Chance Siskowski. Remember, these 2 guys, they went 1st and 3rd in the midget main event. Now they're running in the 7th and 8th position. Oh, Williams tagged the back. He tagged the back of Richie Preston. Preston got a little loose there off turn 4. At first glance, let's take a look at the first replay of the night. So keep an eye on the 25 car. Yeah, just caught the wall. Just a little loose there. Ernie Williams Jr. was there. 360. And race control got to make that call. Whether it's Preston or whether it's Williams to go to the back. But what we know, back up front and with 5 laps left to run, there should be no way in God's green earth will we get to lap traffic in 5 laps. Royer, 3rd place finish in last night's 360 Knoxville Nationals main event. After starting on pole, he was your highest point scorer after the 2 prelim nights. And there are so many stories developing. What has been over the past half or 4 days, including tonight. And don't forget, we've still got another 5 or 6 nights worth of racing. We race every night all the way up until Thursday night. Tomorrow night, night number 2 of the Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company, midgets and 410 wing sprint cars. Before Sunday night, we turn our attention back to the Knoxville Raceway. We'll turn our attention back to the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. And Schell, right up into the left rear there of McGeethy. And Schell will cause that yellow. McGeethy, unfortunately, oh boy, he is done. The front end is out, not out of that car, but it is certainly busted, and there is no way for him to come back. And unfortunately, well, Tyler Schell, there was no room. And again, when you get desperate like that, It was Tyler Shell who made the contact, left McGeethy literally nowhere to go in that exchange, and McGeethy was having a fantastic run. So I think that was Jones pulling down to the infield, couldn't get the car turned into the pits. So it looks like they'll get the field lined up behind the safety car. Well, look at this. Black Diamond Motorsports team cars driving the Tim Sims Drew Neal 19 Designs Ultimate Dirt TV machines. They are running first and second. Have a look at this. Ernie Williams Jr., biggest mover, plus 11. Joseph Grandy, plus 10. Tyler Isley, plus 10 as well. So how about that? Those three drivers, they are all inside the top 10. Isley started 20th. Grandy started 14th. And Williams started what was 13th, I think. Well, it's time to go racing 4 more times around the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway. These two guys, they will live and breathe by the top side of the racetrack on the cushion. Here we go. Green flag is out. Ken Craig Dunn, Joseph Granny, Chance Siskowski. Have they got an opportunity to catch up to the podium? But even more so, have they got a chance to catch a race leader? That is Trevor Roy. Only one man has got that opportunity right now, and that is Ernie Williams Jr. Williams looks good through turn number 1, but turn 2, Royer looks a little better. Last lap. Oh boy, yellow is out. Just on that previous lap. On the previous lap, Ernie Williams Jr. was half a tenth quicker there than your race leader of Trevor Royer. Richie Preston, no front wing on that 25 machine. And now we are set for a green-white checker situation. Boy, we are really not done with just yet. All right, here we go. Coming back to green. It is a 2-lap sprint to the end. Williams tried the inside, couldn't make it happen. Here he goes down into 3 and 4. What a run by Siskowski, trying to make the slider work. White flag is out for Trevor Royer. Your 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 410 Sprint Car Main Event presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night number 1 belongs to Trevor Royer. Second home is going to be Ernie Williams Jr. Third of the line will be Joseph Grandy. We'll take a look at your official results. Chance Siskowski comes home 4th. Craig Dunn rounds out the top 5. Robert Boggs, Chris Tabasco, Christopher Schaefer, Tyler Isley, and Brian Moore Sr. will be your top 10 over the page. Terrell Wheeler in 11th, Preston in 12th, Cottrell, Detweiler, and McGeethy your top 15. Dolgar, Shell, Jones, Main, and Moody your top 20. Then you go back to Shrees, and we know Brian Moore Jr. did not make the start of tonight's main event. And well, that is night number 1 wrapped up and completed. Boy, what an entertaining race that was from start to finish. Couple of yellows in that one, but boy, I tell you what, didn't these boys put on a show. We'll go right down to the 3rd place driver on the podium. It is the 5-1-18 machine of Joseph Grandy. Second time we spoke to him tonight, but Joseph, congratulations. 3rd place finish here tonight, and boy, tell you what, you're making a habit of this right now.
Yeah, I choked really bad in qualifying there, but I made up for it.
Man, 14 wing sprint cars. You said that this was your favourite coming into tonight. You had your work cut out for you coming from deep in this field. What was the game plan for you, knowing that the track was going to get slick?
Run the top till, if I got bottled up a little bit, then try the bottom, see if it worked, and did that the past couple laps, and it worked, and moved up a couple spots and got a podium.
And you moved up 11 spots. So after starting 14th outside of the 7th row, it was always going to be tough. But man, I tell you what, very patient late in that one. You must be happy with how obviously with the midgets went, and now of course running up, getting a podium in the sprint cars. Do you look forward to? Does this make tomorrow night a little bit more enjoyable, knowing now that you've got 2 for 2 on the podium side of things?
Absolutely. Hopefully, it makes things a little easier too.
Well, buddy, tell you what, congratulations on the 3rd place finish here once again, or 3rd place finish here in the 410 sprint cars. Once again, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 518 machine that makes it all possible for you.
Like the catalytic recovery, West End Towing and Repair, all the guys at Inferno Motorsports, M9 Setups. Thank you again for doing the broadcast. Dirty Old Bastards for putting this together. My beautiful girlfriend Olivia for letting me do this every night.
Joseph Grady home in 3rd place. We'll chat to the man that comes home in the runner-up position. And boy, I tell you what, he was close, but unfortunately no cigar. But it is Ernie Williams Jr. Ernie, congratulations on 2nd place. And boy, you were very, very patient there in the end. But man, I tell you what, you had a very, very good car late in that race.
Yeah, the car was definitely good. I was just talking to Trevor, and my tires are a lot better than his compared to what they usually are, tread-wise, but another 5 laps, I think I could, or even if I wouldn't have ran the bottom at that last restart, because he got in the wall in 3 and 4, but I ran the bottom and he pulled away from me so much out of 2. When he got in the wall in 3 and 4, I was so far behind him, it was, pretty much over. But if I'd have ran the high side and won, or that first lap of that last caution, I think I could have probably turned it down in 3 and 4 and got him. But it is what it is.
Man, I'll tell you what, with 5 to go, I was keeping an eye on the times between yourself and Trev. There was a time where you were half a tenth quicker than him. You were closing in, and then the yellow comes out, sending us to a green-white checker. Was that the moment that you figured, well, it's pretty much going to have to settle for 2nd spot, or were you going to throw everything in, even at the kitchen sink at him?
Even when I got to 2nd, like even earlier before that, I was content. He's my teammate, so I'm not going to run him too hard. The track was tricky. It was going to be hard to even slide. They were wrecking every time they throw a slide or somebody was getting into each other. The track was pretty much one lane around the top, unless you just got a good run, and then you could throw it. But I could probably turn it back down underneath of you. But I was going to just run 2nd. I wasn't going to push him too hard. I tried that little, with 2 to go there in that last restart, I tried to run the bottom, but that was the only thing I would have tried. If I could have got a good run there, I might have would have tried another lap, but I was worried about somebody getting behind me, getting around me. So I went back up on the white flag lap and just tried to hold my position at 2nd. But I wasn't trying to, because he had a good car all night. We're pretty much on very similar setup. So I knew what he had. I knew it'd be tough for me to get around him. So I just was content with 2nd place.
Man, after
tomorrow might be a different story, though.
Yeah, I was just going to say, man, after obviously, with what you had in the 360 Knoxville Nationals, disappointing in some parts of that one. I think finishing 20th or 21st last night in the main event. We obviously now turn our attention to the 410 wing sprint cars. We've got the Ironman 55. We've done night number 1 tonight. We've got night number 2 tomorrow. But then, of course, the next 5 nights after tomorrow night, starting from Sunday night, we go back to Knoxville. Is this the moment that could potentially turn your week around after the week that you've just had?
Yeah, we didn't. I really didn't. The Thursday program of the 360, I was just trying a bunch of stuff on the setup. I was more or less, because I knew I couldn't win. I had a winning car probably maybe not a winning. Aiden was pretty fast, but, top 5 car for sure. So once I had to start 18th, it kind of put a damper on the day. So I just went ahead and done a bunch of testing basically that night, and it didn't work. I didn't really pass nobody, and I finished in the back, like you said, 21st. So I kind of threw that one away mentally, just because of the incident in my prelim night. Nothing we can really do about it, but other than that. But I knew I'd come out here with the 410s at Peebly. I was kind of excited for this. I figured I'd have a good car. We ain't bad here, so I'm sure the competition will be a little bit tougher tomorrow. But 55 laps, I'm going to save early, and hopefully I can stick around 7th or 8th or somewhere around there with, 10, 15 to go. Then I'm going to push my car. But I can't wait for the 55 laps. We don't get that many laps, We always running in 30. Every once in a blue moon, you'll get a 40 laps. So I'm super excited for the 55 laps at I-55 and the 50 laps that we're going to do for the Knoxville National. I really can't wait for that. I've been real close to winning that one, and I haven't won it. I've, won my preliminary nights on the 410s and stuff, but I'm going to try hard to get a hold of that title next week, and tomorrow too. So I'm going to put the hammer down tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and we're going to have a good week, Brett.
Well, let's hopefully that you can have a better week than what you did last week. Only congratulations on the runner-up finish here in night number 1 of the Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Before we let you go, of course, a lot of sponsors on this car, a lot of great people behind the scenes that make this possible. An opportunity to thank everybody involved.
Absolutely. Yeah, first I want to thank Chris Roberts. I mean, he's got to put up with everybody for 10 straight nights of this stuff. His wife, you know, I mean, if she's listening, we appreciate you letting him do this and all the good things that he does for us. And Tim Sims with Tim Dirt Track Simulators, he's the number 1 man behind this team besides the guys that started it, but he's a big contributor. UDTV, you're behind us all the time too, Brett. You're right there contributing all the time too, man. Zach Rounds Tent, Nate Davis, all the guys back at the shop, they do a great job getting us dialed in and him setups, telling us what we need to do, you know what I mean, getting us a little advice here and there. And, you know, can't thank you enough for doing the broadcast. Can't wait to go back and watch it. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be up here talking to you again, maybe just one position better.
Don't wish you the best of luck, Ernie. Well done on second place here tonight.
Yep, thank you, man.
Here we go, Ernie Williams Jr. Now we finally get to chat to your winner here tonight. And, well, it's been a good week so far. He continues the good run here in the 410 wing sprint cars. Of course, taking out night number 1. It is Trevor Roy. Trev, congratulations on this victory. And boy, I want to start off with those first 10 laps. One word, chaotic.
Oh yeah, I definitely had to earn that one. And I at no point did I feel like I had it locked up, even when McGathey and Shell went out. But yeah, first couple laps there. In the beginning, every feature, because of this new tire model and the tire wear, I'm always in my head I'm in like save tires, but rarely does that end up happening for me. And it didn't happen tonight. I got caught racing Richie Preston and Nicholas McGathey there for the lead, and man, that was a lot of fun. Throwing double sliders, and I wanted to be patient. I started rolling the bottom, and then I pulled up 3 wide with them, and I was like down the backstretch, like, well, I guess I'm gonna make it interesting here. And I was able to clear it. I think McGathey threw one back on me, and then I got him back, and then it was just I kind of didn't want to leave what I was doing right on the top, and I felt like towards the end there, I definitely felt my tires going, but was able to hold on. Ernie ended up second. That's awesome. Black Diamond won too. I always love when we can do that, and yeah, been a good night.
Yeah, late in that race, I was looking at the way you guys were under yellow. I was just looking at the wing angles between yourself, Tyler Shell, McGeethy at that stage. Running third, I think it was about maybe 7, 8, maybe 9 to go. Well, what was the top wing angle like for you? And also, what were your tires like at the end of that one?
The tires were my right rear was below 70%. If you're looking for a number, because I've definitely throwing those sliders early on didn't help, and ripping the top around that place for 30 laps does a lot of wear and tear. But a good indicator that my tires are going is my wings getting trunked, and I noticed on this new update, it's more in my head. I feel like it's less the track and more the tires. That is the reason why I'm moving my wing back. Yeah, the track was wearing out, but when I'm past -5 or 6, even 7, I think I was -8 there at the end. Like I know I abuse the tires pretty good if I'm moving the wing back like that.
Well, Trev, congratulations on the win. Your second win in this week. Of course, you picked up a prelim in the 360 Knoxville Nationals. You came in third in the main event. Now you get a win in night 1 of the Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Trev, congratulations on this victory. Before we let you go, of course, an opportunity to thank everybody involved in this number 90 machine.
Yeah, I want to thank Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, Ultimate Dirt TV, Drew Neal at 19 Designs. Everybody involved in making our process and running on a nightly basis as easy as possible. The officials a couple weeks ago got me kind of dialed in for I-55 already, so looking forward to the 55 lapper tomorrow. I definitely, like, no joke, I definitely need to save some tire tomorrow. If I end up throwing that away, I'm not winning that race. So I definitely need to save early, and hopefully I can be in the conversation at the end. Felt like we had good enough pace tonight that we should be there. Also want to thank Chris. I think Ernie alluded to it. The 10 days straight of racing is no easy thing to do for somebody who's running a league, especially by himself and doing all the admin work and lining up the grid, and just really appreciate everything he does, and looking forward to tomorrow and the Capitani and next week.
Big week ahead, Trev. Congratulations on the win. We'll certainly see you back tomorrow night. And, well, if you're below 70% on 30 laps, we're nearly doing double that tomorrow night with 55 laps. So start using that, start lifting that right foot of yours a little bit.
Yes, sir.
There we go, Trevor Roy, your winner here tonight from the Federated Auto Parts I-55 Raceway course. That will wrap up what is now night number 1 of the 2023 Dirty Old Bastards Wegge Law Firm Ironman 55 presented by Natural Carbon Company. Night 1 is in the books. Night 2 tomorrow night back here on Ultimate Dirt TV live across the social media pages for the final night of the midgets and the 410 Wing Sprint Cars before Sunday night starts. 5 nights of straight racing back at the Knoxville Raceway from the Capitani Classic back to the 410 Knoxville Nationals. We'll catch you next time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you tomorrow night from about 9 o'clock Eastern. And until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the management behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler signing off saying good night